My wife was arrested for murdering her lover, so I played my part of cuck husband, but she doesn't know the dark truth behind it. I never thought my Saturday morning would start with police at my door, but there I was, staring at two detectives flashing badges. They had a search warrant for my wife, Sarah. Sarah and I had been married for 9 years. Everything seemed normal until that moment. Well, almost normal. She'd been acting weird lately, clingy and nervous. Our intimacy had been dead for months, but suddenly she was all over me the past week. I thought we were finally reconnecting. The detectives wanted to search our house for firearms and anything belonging to Marcus Reynolds, a millionaire software guy who was found dead the week before. Sarah worked for one of his companies, but I'd never even met the man. When I mentioned his name, Sarah's face went white. She looked absolutely terrified. They took all my guns for testing and told us we'd need to come in for interviews. Sarah immediately asked me to call a lawyer. That's when I knew something was seriously wrong. The media went crazy. Marcus Reynolds was huge news. Rich, philanthropic, but also rumored to be a total womanizer who specifically targeted married women. The police eventually pieced together what happened from security footage at his ranch. The cameras showed Marcus arriving at 9 p.m. At 10 p.m., Sarah's car pulled up. She walked right in like she owned the place. Minutes later, she came running out and sped away. Marcus was found shot in the head, sitting in his recliner. Sarah was arrested and charged with murder. I posted her $500,000 bail, but only after her lawyer explained everything. Sarah had been having an affair with Marcus for 6 months. That's why our intimacy sucked. She was sleeping with him. She claimed she didn't kill him, that he was already dead when she arrived. But honestly, the evidence looked bad. They worked out a plea deal. Involuntary manslaughter, 2 years with parole after one. The prosecution couldn't find a motive or the murder weapon, so they offered her a light sentence. She took it. I served her with divorce papers right outside the courtroom. She'd get half our assets, but nothing from my business and no alimony. I made her sign everything the night before she went to prison. During that last conversation, she asked me straight up, "Did you kill Marcus?" I laughed it off. Told her to check the surveillance footage. Only she and Marcus were there. Besides, I had an alibi. I was flying in my buddy Jake's private plane that night with him. The police verified everything with footage from the airstrip and interviews with Jake and his wife. Sarah went to prison. I went on with my life. 6 months later, I was sitting in Jake's hangar celebrating my finalized divorce. We were drinking beers when he asked, "Do you feel guilty?" "Not really," I said. She knew I'd go scorched earth if she cheated. She did it anyway.